Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to week 7 reading activities. I'm just going to do a short video to model some reading strategies for you. I know we touched on it a little bit in week 5, and the main reading strategies I use are, of course, if I'm looking at the word, I always look at the first sort of letter blend or cluster of letters, and I try and work out the initial sound. Looking at the picture can help. Reading on, so skipping that word and reading the rest of the sentence. Sometimes rereading the whole sentence. And then asking yourself, does it look, sound and feel right, and does it sound the way we speak? Okay, so this book, the big book this week is called Working Dogs. Dogs can be trained to do many things. Some dogs are trained to work for their owners. Dogs can help move sheep and cows. Dogs can pull a sled. Dogs can something for people who are lost. So I've read on, pretending I don't know that word. Looking at the picture doesn't really help, but I'm just going to use the context. The rest of the sentence said lost, and I know if something's lost, you've got to look or search. So that word looks a bit like search, and I'm looking at the sounds. I've got s, ch. Yeah, definitely search. I'll reread the whole thing now. Dogs can search for people who are lost. Everything makes sense. I'll move on. Sheepdogs work with sheep on farms. The dogs help the farmer to move flocks of sheep. The farmer something and calls out to the sheepdog. Again, I've used read on. I'm looking at the picture. Nothing's really helping me. I'll probably go to chunking for this word. The start of that word is a w. I've got an it's. Now that T-L-E-S sort of makes it sils, so I'm pretty sure it's whistles. And I know that most farmers would use a hand or a mouth whistle, or even a, like a sports one, to command the dogs on the farm. Save you losing your voice, I suppose. Cattle dogs. Cattle dogs work with cows and other cattle. The dogs help the farmer to move something of cows. Again, I've done read on. Looking at the picture's not helping. I could chunk it, but that word there, I'm probably going to go back to context, and a group of cows I know is a herd, and that looks like a herd. So I'll read the whole sentence. The dogs help the farmer to move herds of cows. The farmer whistles and calls out to the cattle dog. The cattle dog runs around the herd and obviously moves them where the farmer wants them to go. It all made sense. Sled dogs. Sled dogs work in teams. A team of dogs pulls a sled over the snow. Huskies can be sled dogs. The sled driver tells the dogs what to do. Sleds can carry people and other things. No problems on that page. Moving along. Search dogs. So they're like rescue dogs as well. Search dogs try to find people who are lost. The dogs work with search and rescue teams. So you would have police, volunteers and helicopters as well, I assume. A search dog has a very good sense of something. Now when the word is at the end of the sentence, I can't use read on. Looking at the picture, he looks like he's sniffing. I know dogs have got, I think it's 100 or 1,000 times greater sense of smell than humans. So I'm going to go with smell, and if I want to chunk that word, I've got sm. Oh, I can do owl as in fell. Okay? The dog uses its nose to follow the lost person. So it picks up a scent. And that's it for the big book today. Just having a look here, we've got, so they can move cows, they can move sheep, and they pull a sled. So the one that moves the cow was the cattle dog, cows or horses. The sheepdog's called a sheepdog, and the sled dogs are most commonly huskies. As you can see, I didn't use all the strategies. Looking at the picture wasn't very useful today, but it depends on what type of text you're reading. Usually for a narrative and things like that, sometimes looking at the pictures can be more helpful. I hope that's showed you how to model a few of the strategies, and you can use them when you're reading your books throughout the week. Be good, and we'll all be back at school before we know it. Bye.